An alarming number of people are living with mental illness. In fact, the statistics are pretty staggering. Here in Florida alone, nearly 3 million adults have some form of mental instability. It's not just adults either. Across the country, less than 20% of children and teenagers with diagnosable mental health issues are actually receiving the treatment that they need. For this reason, mental health is the focus of this year's Child Abuse Prevention Conference, which is held right here in Jacksonville. Denise Marzullo, who is the Executive Director of Mental Health America of Northeast Florida, and Barbara Alexander, the Executive Director of the Exchange Club Family Center, are joining us this morning to talk about this very important issue. Good morning to both of you. Barbara, I know that we were going to talk about the event coming up in just a minute. Got a couple of questions, though, if you don't mind, Denise, because this is just so much at the forefront, and it doesn't surprise us to hear that mental health, any kind of mental health illness and child abuse are related. Absolutely. But the reality is that this is about also raising children who may end up abusing their own children.
Absolutely. It's a cycle. And a lot of times mental illness plays a role, a significant role in that cycle. So if children are raised by parents who have untreated mental illness, they feel the need to take care of that parent. And they struggle with a lot of guilt and anxiety about that. And getting involved in the child welfare system creates even more trauma and anxiety. And then they end up as adults experiencing some mental illness and perhaps not knowing how to handle that.
And then this also, in terms of that domino effect, people who have mental health illness who are parents then are more likely to end up in the child welfare system in terms of their children, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. If they have untreated mental illness, oftentimes you see it in the form of depression to the point where parents just can't get out of bed in the morning, can't get their kids to school, can't properly care for them. And it's not necessarily that they're intending to harm their child. It's oftentimes the result of untreated mental illness.
And an important point, too, this isn't necessarily physical, but then these children could then end up having emotional and even behavioral difficulties as a result, things that may be spotted by teachers, as an example.
Right. And our child welfare system does an excellent job of treating the kids. There's a lot of services for kids involved in the child welfare service, getting trauma-informed care, individual therapy, family therapy. The problem is the lack of services for the parents, for the adults, just because of the funding for mental health.
Which is a whole other issue, too. I know that we've talked about before and is very frustrating for you and so many others. Now, Barbara, part of the focus, of course, and the primary focus for the luncheon and the conference that's happening next week is about merging these two together, because many of the people who attend the conference are receiving, educational credit. They're in the trenches and need to have a better understanding of how this works. Tell us a little bit about the event and who you hope will attend.
Well, this is our 24th annual Child Abuse Prevention Awards Luncheon. We do recognize people from the community who work in the area of child abuse prevention. And each year we do try to focus on a subject that, of course, obviously plays a big part in prevention of child abuse. And so it's going to be an exciting conference. We're almost sold out, but there are a few seats left for the luncheon. You can go to the Exchange Club FamilyCenter.com if you're interested in the conference or buying tickets for the luncheon.
And is this mostly then for educators, people who work within the child welfare system, doctors, pediatricians?
All of the above. And the conference starts at 8:15 next Thursday morning, and it really is for anyone who in any way interacts with children and families and has an interest.
And Denise, just back to children particularly who end up having mental health problems, there are some warning signs, aren't there, a little bit? For example, their lower educational achievement, so they maybe don't always graduate perhaps from high school or continue on for continuing education?
Right. We see that kids involved in the child welfare system often do struggle at school. There's a lot going on in a home, and I mean, if you take yourself back to being a child, being removed from your parents' care, and then expected to go and take a test the next morning, I mean, it's very difficult for them. They're also at a higher increased risk for substance abuse, violence, promiscuity in our girls especially, and so again, the child welfare system provides a lot of services to these kids. They do an excellent job. There's been a lot of child welfare reform throughout the state of Florida, and so we are trying to help our children, but really the goal for most kids is to get back with their biological family. No matter what has happened, they love their parent and caregiver and want to be home with them. And so we've got to make sure the conference is Healthy Minds, Healthy Families. We want to make sure we're returning these kids to a healthy family, not just the healthy kids.
And we certainly hope that anyone who, at home who's watching who maybe struggles with a mental health illness and is too embarrassed or for whatever reason to come forward understands what the ramifications are to their children in particular. 44% likely to drop out of high school, for example. There's so many issues that are long-lasting that affect more than just them.
Absolutely.
Thank you both for being here. I appreciate it. I want to give everybody the information also about the conference again. If you would like more information on this topic or simply share this interview with someone that you may find needs it, could find it helpful for them, you can go to our website, newsforjax.com. Again, tickets are almost sold out. We will have a link to the Exchange Club's Center's website on our website, newsforjax.com. Just look under the morning show page so you can learn more information about the conference next week.